Hi Penn Hill seniors, it's Mrs. Guest from the main office. In past years, coming around graduation time, I've gone down to the English classes and talked to the senior classes to give them a little bit of information and some help to follow through with the end of the school year. Okay, so this year it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to try and go over this. I'm going to try not to be too nervous, but you know, it is what it is. So anyway, we're going to go over a few things. We're going to go over transcripts, obligations, and scholarship information, okay? First thing, transcripts. We need to know where your final transcript needs to go, whether it needs to go to a college or whether it needs to go to a trade school, wherever it needs to go. And with that information, it will not go to the school right away. Graduation day is June 11th. So transcripts will not be ready and back to us for about 3 to 4 weeks after. As soon as they come back to us, we get them out to the college or the trade school, wherever you need it to go. So when the schools start calling you at the end of June, asking you for your transcript, we'll get it out, as long as you told us where to go. Also, to make sure, you always, when you ask for an additional transcript or later on after you graduate, we're going to ask you to fill out this form. This form is for us to get your transcript to send it to an employer, to another school, wherever you need it to go. One key thing you need to remember to use the name that you used here. It will always be that name. So if you have a hyphenated name right now, for example, Smith Jones, 10 years from now you decide to drop the Smith. Well, if you don't write Smith Jones on here, we won't be able to find your transcript. In groups of hundreds of kids, we can't find things without having the specific information that we need. So always give us your first, your last name, and if it's hyphenated, your first and your first hyphenated name, and then the second hyphenated name. Goes true with when you get married. If you're married and you take on a married name, please remember to use your maiden name, okay? Nowadays, employers are requiring transcripts as well, or verification of graduation. It's a law that they need to verify that a person has graduated from high school. Whether they have a master's degree or whatever, they still need to prove that you've graduated from high school, okay? So please, you will request these transcripts in the future, please remember to always use your name from the class of 2021, okay? Another form that I need you to fill out, I need you to fill this form out. And I need to have this form back by May 17th. This form is going to tell us your name, your student ID, are you walking, are you not walking for graduation, and where your final transcript needs to go. Also, it's going to tell us we need to know about your scholarships. The scholarship information goes into the program book. This is something that your mom, your parents are going to want to have 10 years from now. And it has all the information in it. It has your name, it has your scholarships and awards. And I need to have it by March or May 17th in order to have this printed on time. This goes to print and it has to be back to us, but they have to have a certain amount of time to do that, okay? So that's why we have a due date. Sometimes people think that the due date is just because, but it's because we really need it. We need to have it printed. Please make sure you tell me about your scholarships and awards. The difference between a scholarship and an award is something that a college will give you. You know, a president's award or something like that. If you've gotten that from the college that you're going to, let me know. Also, scholarships are from their local. They could be, maybe you work at McDonald's and they give out scholarships. That's a scholarship. So just give me the information and I'll do my best to get it in the program book. If you don't give me the information, I can't get it in the program book for you, okay? Um, Last but not least, obligations. It is graduation time, all kinds of fun things going on. You don't want to be lost, left behind because you didn't pay your obligation. Obligation, you can return your books, you need to maybe return a uniform, you maybe lost a book and you need to pay for it. You may have lost your ID and you need to pay for it. That needs to be paid for in order for you to get your cap and gown. If you don't have your obligations paid for, you don't get your cap and gown. If you don't get your cap and gown, you don't get to walk, okay? So please, 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 please try to get your obligations paid. You can come and see me Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. to pay your obligation. You either need to pay it in cash or money order, okay? There are some dates that you just recently got a mailing from us, and there's dates on there that say you can come up and do that also. I would just prefer the sooner the better. We don't want to have a ton of people trying to pay obligations in one day, okay? And the obligations are due June 11th, okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. I may be able to answer some of them or all of them, or if not, I can get you to the right place to answer the question. All right, seniors, congratulations, and let me know if you need anything.